Okay. I think I'm on.
So thanks everybody for taking the time to get on tonight. I want to give folks a little bit about some tricks and tips to churn out some of these videos for Team WUKAR and for the rotator. What I have found is it's really a great principle is called KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Don't overthink it. Don't try to be overly creative. The goal is to get our keywords from the Team WUKAR site and use those keywords in a video. The biggest thing is to make sure you name your video with the keyword and use the key phrase at least once in your video. And I think I don't know if I did this one, so I'll just hi, who just joined?
Michelle, I can't see your screen. I've clicked into. I'm back in freeconferencing.com, and I've done all the right stuff.
Make sure Joni, make sure you're Alt Tab till you get to the white cube with the blue TV screens.
I don't have any of that showing.
All right, you may need to go back into free screen sharing at the link that I gave you. Do you need the link again?
No, I've got the link. I back in on the link for now the third time. So I'm at the link, and so I'm just going to put in my Gmail. Oh, I see the Rockwood Maze. Okay.
Okay. Right, so this is one, I don't even remember if I did this one, so I'm just going to get a new keyword. Really, I've been getting over and over pretty much the same few types of keywords, either extra money or local jobs or business opportunities in a city or state. Then they have the zip code, and then they have some random word at the end. You definitely want to name your video exactly the way the keywords are. And the trick is in your video FX is to kind of pick something that is relatively short. The initial instructions were to be anywhere from 30 seconds to 2.5 minutes. I definitely tried for short and sweet, anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds. I really don't go to the 2-minute mark. And what you want to do is have your video template be very, very generic. And what I mean by very generic is, say, minimal amount of editing at the time that you're creating it. So, for an example here, I created a template.
Screen. Is there what can I do to get to see your screen?
You need to Alt-Tab, Joni, until you get to the white cube with the blue screens.
Okay, see that. It finally showed up on the taskbar.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
It just happened. Okay, so I'm there.
Okay. So
at the beginning, you said something about like one key word and something about naming it.
Right. When you go into your Team WUKAR and it says target this keyword. So I have something here it now says extra money in Berkshire, Vermont with a zip code and wheel. When you give your video a name, it has to be named with that, with the keyword.
Exactly.
Right.
That part, yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So what I do in Video FX is I have a couple of templates that I use. This one is that I use when I've been getting a lot of business opportunities in city and state zip code.
Exactly.
And then I use this one for about 20 videos with music, and then I change either the music or I change maybe the background. But as long as you keep them extremely generic, you can copy and paste very quickly into the video template. So let's just say, so now I have one that says extra money in Berkshire, Vermont. I'm just going to do I'm working on a Mac, so it's a little bit different than on a PC. So I'm going to copy that name. I'm going to go over to my video access, and I'm going to go to Open Project. Because I already have my templates, I can look through the videos that I've made today.
Yeah. Oh, neat. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the way I've been doing it.
Okay.
I find the one that matches it the best.
Right, and it's about, a template, so you have a template. So this one that I have is a template that it's 4 slides, it's all of 30 seconds. And when you look at it, when you bring your templates up, you need to edit your information, because it's not always, when you bring up the slides, it doesn't always have what you want. So this one slide, you will not believe that we can help you. And then I do, on my next line, it's a paste. Oop, got my join meeting. It didn't get my information. So let's just do this one. So we're just going to copy this. So we're going to say, so we're going to help you earn money in Berkshire, Vermont. But because the way that the slide is set up, it's got 5 sections for text. So I'm going to kind of delete out some of it from here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to paste it again into the next line. Now, my next slide really just has some images.
Where did you get those?
Well, here's the way I got those images. There's a template that has the shapes. So the shapes are either the background or those colored shapes in the video. If you want to change your images, there's 2 ways to do it. Okay, you click on the image tab, there's Open Gallery. So within VideoMaker FX, there are pictures. And you can select from VideoMaker FX, there's images, there's icons, there's arrows if you want to do arrows. So there's images built into VideoMaker FX that you can use. The other option is to browse your files. And those are the files that are on your computer. And then what you can do is you can download any images that you want from Google. You just go to Google search and look for images, and you can change your images to anything that you want.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't say any of the forbidden words or whatever.
Right.
Just go for a generic picture of whatever.
Very, very generic. So those are your 2 options. Open Gallery allows you to pick images from the library in VideoMaker FX. This one's a good one, the dollars. This one is coins. The next one, there's some other things. The thing is don't overthink it. Don't try to be extremely artsy or creative. It's really about volume and message. And then on this slide, so this is all of 4 slides. The message here is get in touch with us to earn money in the specific city. And then the last slide is, so join us today by clicking the link below. It's that simple. Then you can save it, and you want to save it as the words that you got, the keywords, and it saves very quickly, and then you want to export it. You decide where on your computer you want to keep it, you paste in the keywords, and you do a start video export, and it really depends on your machine and how fast it is or what you have open. I'm running on a Mac. I know that when I do my videos, I need to have minimal things open. Like I'm on Facebook, and anything that keeps you with the internet really slows down your computer. So I try to keep minimal things open when I'm doing videos. I have my computer, I have an iPad, I have my phone, so I definitely try to just keep my Team WUKAR login open and my Video Maker FX, and I just go back and forth between the two. So the trick is once you start doing videos, there's a couple of tricks here, and I'm just going to leave this to run for a little bit. When you're in your keywords, you can continue to get keywords. So if you want to say you're doing keywords about work available for some reason, I think it's kind of zip code related now, because all I've been getting for like the last 2 days is anything in New England and then Puerto Rico. I don't really know why, unless they're the only people that are looking for jobs every day. But you can just dump a keyword if you don't like it, or if it's something that you're not working on and you want to continue to work on the same one. You can just continue to get new keywords. So you could work on one phrase at a time. That's probably the quickest way to do it, is just keep trying to get the same phrases. The other option is that when I get my keywords and I go to open my project, when I'm in my file manager here, I try to sort it by the date, so it gives me everything that I've worked on today. After a while, when you do this, you realize that you can look at your name, businesses or local jobs, depending on the size of your screen. You can pick out your template from what you've been working on for the day. And then you open it up. This is the same video. I'll get you a different one. So this one is extra money. And this one is one of the, I'm trying to think of what it is when you look at, when you do a new project. When you go to add your slides. This one is a whiteboard. This one's from Whiteboard 1. And you can look at the slides while you do them. So this is just a whiteboard, a handwriting to do your slides. And if you're going to do multiple slides, you want to make sure that your you don't have to change your any of the wording too often. So I'm just going to kind of replay this one. This one's really slow. Not exactly sure why. This is really weird. So this was just let's make extra money in Springfield, Massachusetts. And the slides in between, anything that you need to change, you shouldn't have to change very often. This one's awful. I have to get rid of that one. But here's the kind of goal. So you've got one slide, and this is the first slide that you want to change because that has your keyword. So you may have to add something in the beginning because the keywords were make extra money in Springfield, Mass. My second slide was, promote a product that has value to the customer. And then the third slide is work with a team, an incredible team committed to your success. This one is yes, you can. If you can create a video just like this, the next slide is you can earn extra money in Springfield, Mass. And the last slide is click on the link below to join us now. You want to make the amount of edits that you do minimal while you're creating the videos. And that helps you churn through them very, very quickly. The audio settings, I have found the easiest thing for me is to maybe start at the bottom, pick the audio, do 10 slides, and then go pick a different one. And that allows you to move quicker through some of the video slides. Again, the trick is keep it simple, minimal amount of edits at the time, and you can churn through these pretty quickly. Are there any questions at this point?
No, this is awesome. I am so happy. That's exactly what I've been doing. Hey.
Yeah.
Is good.
I really think that initially, and I know that I initially was kind of overthinking them, wanting to be really, really creative, make sure that every video was different. But you really don't need to do that. One of the other videos that I have used is, this is the one that I've gotten a lot. Business opportunities. Oh, I don't like that one. After a while, you can tell by the size of the file which one, what you've done. Let me see if I can go back and find it. I think it was 13. You know what I did? I actually reorganized some of my slides, some of my videos. So October 23rd, today. Let's see what this one does. Business. Yep.
This is our last. How many did you make to get to 5,000 videos? How many did you make a day?
You know what? My goal is to do 20 a day. But this past weekend, it was cold here. And I basically sat on my sofa the entire weekend watching old TV shows and making videos.
So, yeah, that's what I found out. Like 25 or so a day seems like
I can do
enough.
Yeah, I can do about 20 videos an hour. I can do close to 35 an hour if I don't have any distractions, if I'm not multitasking. 9 times out of 10 I'm multitasking, so I can do about 20 an hour. This video was from one of these guys. I think I did character Ken. So it was with one of the people where it is a little bit longer. And I use this for, let's see how this will work. I use this for, this is Mike. And my keywords were business opportunities in Newton, Connecticut. And I pretty much used a lot of the template information and didn't make a lot of changes. And only had one slide with the keywords, so I didn't have to change a lot every time I got a new city. Yep.
You don't have to have, can you, like when they put like easy at the end of it, can you put that somewhere else in the video?
You know what? I just leave it there. I know it sounds stupid, so I'm going to go back. So I just leave it at the end. I don't change it. You know, business opportunities in Newton, Connecticut with the zip code easy. I just leave it there.
Okay.
You know, it's just a matter of a lot of copying and pasting.
Oh, yeah.
And so I only have the keyword physically in the video one time. So it's really, so when I get the next business opportunities, I only have to change one slide.
Yeah.
Because everything else is very, very generic.
Do you have any
completely.
idea of how many points we get for not on the tile?
Well, right now you get 10 credits for every video.
Okay. So what should we be shooting for? 1,000, 2,000?
You know, I don't really know yet. Again, they haven't given us any information as to how many credits you have to use in order to get your link in the rotator. I'm going to San Diego. I'm going with Joni to San Diego this weekend, so hopefully we'll get all that. We'll get that information for you.
Yes, we're going to bring back some goodies here.
I want to go.
You know, for some reason, 5,000 was a good number, and that was my goal. I know that I created more than 500 videos. And I know that some of them had spelling errors in them, and they had copy and paste errors in them. I don't know if they have it completely automated yet as far as how they're doing the QA checks. But I know that every video I submitted didn't get approved.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
This is Paula, and what decides whether a video gets approved?
Well, they look for the fact that it's very generic. You can't use WUKAR. You can't use Doobly in their videos. They look to make sure that your video is within 30 seconds to 2 minutes long, 2.5 minutes long. They look to make sure that your video is named for the keywords. So the keyword is business opportunities in Newton, Connecticut. So what I would do is I save every video with the name in my save as. And of course I have the wrong one here. And then I export it. So there's two different things in VideoFX. You can save it, but you also have to export it. So when you export, mine defaults to Team WUKAR videos, and then I have to go in here and I have to paste in the keywords. So it's important that your video is named exactly the way the keywords are presented to you, and you export it and then upload it.
You said a lot of your, or some of your videos haven't gone through, but what has kept some of yours.
So,
I couldn't hear what she said.
yeah, I had a really hard time too. Can you just,
Is this better?
yeah.
No.
Okay. What has kept some of your videos from going through? Pretty
I believe that I've had some copy and paste errors and some spelling errors.
Okay.
I don't know at this point if they are, if somebody's physically looking at every video. I don't know that yet. I don't know what their QA process is, or if it's completely automated. So we'll find that out. But I do know that, because when I was cleaning up my video files, I created over 600 videos, and I, at this point, only had just over 500 approved.
And Michelle,
Uh-huh.
when you create projects, you can just put the keywords in there.
Absolutely, yeah. So if you're starting from scratch, and I'm just going to start from scratch real quick, and I'm going to make this template 7. I created my project. I go to add slides. And you can go through every one of these slides, but I found that you've got a couple of whiteboards that are pretty good. Like this first whiteboard is a pretty good template. You know, you've got 10 seconds, 6 seconds, 8, and you can use slides or delete slides or mix slides together. I also found that the distance slides are pretty good because you can use some of the verbiage that they have in there. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to add all my slides. So if you start from scratch, just some real quick stuff that you can do with these slides. You know, your first one, it has your text, and it has some default text, and you can change every text that you have in here. So you just hit your text button, and you go to different text areas. There are images on the slides, and it'll tell you whether it's a background image or there's another spot for an image. When you click on your shapes, one of the things that you can do is you can actually change the color of the shape. I mean, I can change it to blue. Let's see what this one did. Did this one do anything? It didn't change anything on this slide. Well, it did change. So you can change the background to a different color. You can also, if you click on animation, it changes the, sometimes you can do background animation or little arrows on a slide. It'll tell you what you can do. You also have the opportunity to do some background effects. It'll change the way the background looks depending on the slide. And that's over here on the right-hand corner. And then, so like this one, you have images. There's a lot of these shapes here. So you have shapes, and the default on this one is to be green, but you could change it to a different color. And what you can do is you can put images into the shapes. So I'm just going to use that image. So now I have the first slide is pink with dollars. And then you can change a lot of your other slides. But the trick is kind of get a template that you're comfortable with. You know, if you're working through the keywords that come through. It's whatever you're comfortable with. If you are more comfortable working with similar keywords, just get rid of it and get a new one. And you can continue to do maybe, local jobs in an area and just do one set of slides and do 20 at a time. And then go to a different template and look for work available. But the real key is to not be overly, obsessed with the creativity, and just get the slide, the message is there, the keyword is in, the key phrase is in there at least once, and you make sure that you name your video exactly the way the keywords come out from the WUKAR website.
Michelle, how long do you have to work with a keyword? I mean, is it yours once it gets on your page?
It just stays there until you upload your file.
Okay, so say you took a keyword yesterday and got distracted and got back to it today, that's still your keyword?
As long as it's shown on your screen. Now, here's another interesting thing that I have found, and actually Joni and I talked a little bit about this today. On Friday morning, we're going to spend 5 hours on an airplane. So what we can do is generate a list of keywords. So if I take this keyword, this set of keywords, and I copy it into a text document. So I get, 100 keywords because I got 5 hours on an airplane. I can do 20 an hour. I create myself a list tomorrow night. And then I sit on the airplane and I make all my videos, and then I get to San Diego and I get back the internet. What's interesting here is if you get to your gray box up top, it says if you have trouble uploading a video and you want to set a keyword. So I can take this keyword and I can paste it into a box and upload my video. So depending on how comfortable you are, or if you're not as comfortable going back and forth, you can generate your list of keywords. Then you can go offline and make your videos and then upload your videos manually by entering your keyword and then uploading your videos. So there is that option versus being in the BA video section and having a keyword on the screen and then having to upload that specific video. And then again, as you do these more and more, you get more comfortable with maneuvering around the different screens, and then it does get faster. My first video that I did on Video Maker FX took me 4 hours to make because I got fixated on trying to put an image in a section that had words, and I was still learning about it. But once I got past that and started to understand and do it, it just definitely got quicker. Are there any other questions? I know that there's a call at 9 o'clock. I know John Lavinia sent out a team call. So I want to respect everybody's time. for those that do want to get on that call. Are there any other specific questions, concerns about making these videos?
I will add something though. At my first or second video I did, first one I think it was, when I tried to export it, I had PC-Matic, and I didn't realize it, but it was blocking it, driving me crazy. I was so frustrated. You know. So if you have a new person and they can't get their thing to export, the video to export, then kind of keep that in mind.
Oh, okay, great. That's great information. You know, again, a lot of us are all new to this. I have made videos before, only because my way of making videos was PowerPoint presentations and recording them into iMovie, and but this Video Maker FX is pretty cool.
Yeah. Michelle?
Yep.
This is Nicole. I just started doing them yesterday, and I agree with you. It took me 3 to 4 hours to do my first one. So your presentation was fantastic. I learned a lot more, you know, from my learning curve. So
Awesome.
I appreciate that. One question I had for the animation ones, you know, the First Lady Anna one. At the background, there's not very many backgrounds to choose from.
Well, you know what? When you look at your backgrounds, there's animation. It depends on the slides that you're using. Okay, so if I'm using this one slide, like I can do a background. Let's see where I am on my shapes.
Yeah, I noticed some of the other programs, there's a lot of nice colors, but the animated ones doesn't have very many colors.
Anytime that you're in shapes, you can click on it and you can use any one of these colors that are here.
Okay.
Okay. The animation, it really depends on the slide that you're using. Like this animation on this one is a lot of just the arrows.
Yeah.
I don't like the arrows. I don't ever use them.
I don't either.
Let me get back to this one.
But you said keep it simple, stupid, right?
Right, it is. And then there's background effects. Like this one, you can do some different backgrounds. You just kind of have, it's really just a matter of playing with it until you figure out what you want to use. Let me just look at the one that I just did. Let's see, let's do this one. I bet I'm going to get the same one. So let's do the 9. Oh, got the same slide. Not happy about that.
Are you doing mainly customer ones or business?
Right now I'm doing mainly the BA ones for the business associate. And part of the reason why
doesn't matter, does it?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like this one. If I look at, like, I'm doing the business associate because I have on my team a number of team members versus TLAs that can only, like the team members right now are only eligible to do the customer videos. But what my understanding is that if you have credits, so I have credits built up on my WUKAR account, I can assign those credits to one of my team members who's not eligible for doing the business associate videos.
Wow.
So right now I'm focusing on the business associate. I will probably in the next week or so switch over and do some of the customer videos.
Should I be only doing customers then? Because I'm not a...
If you're a team member, you're only eligible to do customer.
Oh, okay. I did a few business ones.
Well, you know, whatever they let you do, just do them. And if they don't let you do them, then that's fine. But, you know, just kind of to get back at some of the backgrounds. Like if I look at this slide, I have 2 options for animation. So I can do animation 1 and it changes the background. to different things. Animation 2, and again, it's really a matter of just, just play with it to see what it does. And animation 2 gives me all those arrows, which I don't like, so I don't use them. The animation that's available for the slides is really dependent on the slides that you pick. And then for this one, I could change this slide to, make it green instead of red. And then it's just kind of a different looking slide. So, again, it's really a matter of just playing with it. And then when you get comfortable with I probably have 10 or 15 different templates that I can use. And you just change a couple of words here and there. You change the colors. You change the music. And then you just, upload them and you're done. So,
Thanks so much, Michelle.
So again, I hope that this was helpful for everybody. Please don't hesitate to either PM me or send me an email. I do work full-time during the day, so it's more in the evening where you can get me. And I'll be more than happy to walk you through any questions or concerns you have with making the videos. But the biggest thing is just keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Don't try to be extremely creative. It's just, churn them out and get your credits and move forward.